threw a big punch.
Oh, that's very close first ball.
I think it was a pretty good delivery, actually, to get first up. Obviously fairly out. That's just one of those things. I don't think I played it especially badly, just unlucky.
First runs for England. Oh, trouble here, trouble. This is absolute disaster for England.
Kirtley's a much better bowler when he's either goes back to the wall or when he senses a kind of breakthrough. He obviously sniffed an opportunity there. That gave him a lift and the other players around him. Obviously it has a psychologically downing effect on the England dressing room. But you know, you hope that players are strong enough for technique and temperament to come through that, and on that occasion we weren't.
Curtly Ambrose knows it's out.
With the present English players, and for quite some time, they put their front foot away down, and then they can't get it back. You know, so I would think that they'll have to look at their techniques. The coaches will have to start looking at the players and try and start teaching them line and length, and to move initiatively, particularly to the rail quicks, back.
That's gone. 6 out. An unbelievable collapse here. That's gone. Simmons takes the catch, a second slip. And that's it. Curtly Ambrose strikes again. And England are 40 for 8.
About when the wickets were tumbling, it must have been chaos in there. I don't know, I sat in the shower just hearing the roars.
We went to Taunton chasing 70 and were 15 for 7, so cricket throws up these anomalies, but usually Test cricket you find an international side is strong enough to come through these things, but we weren't last night.
And that's in the air, Benjamin down there for it. The match is over, the West Indies have won. Last night, for an hour and a half, was one of the most dramatic and exciting parts of a Test match that I've ever seen.
After a disastrous year, English cricket had hit rock bottom. They'd avoided equalling their lowest ever score in Test cricket by just a single run. A blackwash was now a serious possibility.
That's Test match cricket. It tends to throw up, you know, shifts in the balance of power during 5 days. That's what makes Test cricket such a great game. And for 3 days, we controlled the match and got blown away in an hour on the 4th.
But what has happened with England is that they'll come up against a New Zealand team, particularly in the one that which Richard Headley is not in now, and they'll be able to get back on that front foot, stick the front foot down there, play around it, make runs, and they'll go ahead thinking that everything is all right. But it's not, because again, when they come up against the rail quicks, they're going to be cut out again.
As far as the whole structure of the game, yes, I do think radical rethinking is required. Somewhere, England lose their way between the ages of about 9 and 24, when young players don't mature as quickly as the Chandler Pauls of this world. There was a young England player called Matthew Diamond who got a double 100 in the under-19 series, just as Chandler Paul did. He'll probably spend the summer playing for Nottinghamshire second 11. That's not good enough.
There's a lot of poor county cricket. There's a lot of soft cricket played in England. You know, it is a social game, and unfortunately, I don't mean a social game so much at county level, but it is very much a social game as far as village cricket, club cricket, and it tends to spread through a little bit into county cricket. You know, our cricket isn't as tough as what the cricket over here is, or in Australia or South Africa.